As Zack Snyder's 4-hour Justice League cut makes the rounds on HBO Max, I've been watching the reaction to it, both among fans, but critics as well. And it's pretty clear that this isn't just some fanboy-based success. Though they are spamming enough user ratings to ensure it's highly ranked there, it's also being embraced by a majority of critics as well, unlike half the movies in the DCEU so far. Right now, with 189 critical reviews in, Zack Snyder's Justice League has jumped from 7th place to 4th place out of the 10 DCEU movies in existence on Rotten Tomatoes, after briefly being tied for 3rd. Here's the full list as it stands right now. I personally think critics overvalued Birds of Prey and Wonder Woman 1984, and underrated Man of Steel, and who knows what the correct cut of Batman v Superman could have done. But all in all, it's a positive change to be sure, 35% higher than the original was rated. Naturally, fans have it at a 97% positive score, which is no great surprise, and miles above any of the others. In fact, the Snyder cut of Justice League is tied for being Zack Snyder's highest-scored film on Rotten Tomatoes, even with Dawn of the Dead. Here's that list. Interesting to see. It may slip under Dawn of the Dead soon, as that has been the trend, but he's actually returning to the zombie genre next for Army of the Dead, a 17-year gap between that and Dawn of the Dead where he first made his mark directing. I'm curious what WB does with both Justice League and Snyder next. With the clear success of his cut, it stands to reason that eventually they will want to do a theatrical run for it, so they can rake in some box office revenue once movie theaters reopen. And the 4:3 ratio would probably work better there than on TVs. And now with calls to restore the Snyderverse, I'm curious if they'll draft him for any more DC movies, specifically say, a second Justice League, in the mix with all the other projects they have going. But given what went down between him and the studio and how he had to fight to get this out, perhaps that's not in the cards. About to watch tonight. Thoughts tomorrow. Follow me on Twitter, YouTube, Facebook and Instagram. Subscribe to my free weekly content roundup newsletter, God Rolls. Pick up my sci-fi novels The Hero Killer series, and the Earthborn trilogy, which is also on audiobook.